Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that
right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because
and across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On third down, Jackson being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Allen will try to throw for it. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Escaping. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for a 49er touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Here's a slant, and he's got it to Ward. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Now it's Jackson. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now the Niner offense is back on the field, and they're going to try for 2 here. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, first and goal at the 4-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of...
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
and the 49ers have got it on cruise control.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 40. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Jackson on first down.
That's complete to Parker Washington.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Complete at the 1. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers extend their lead yet again.
And that's caught at the 2. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. It's Kelsey. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right?
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Christian McCaffrey.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
87 yards.
And the 49ers just continue to roll.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case,
and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
so you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Finds his man, it's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it at the 42. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
241 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He can't get him down. 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey,
43 yards.
and the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
There he goes again. Inside the 20, Christian McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash it? And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On second down, Jackson. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Ray Lewis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
Now he's loose again. Christian McCaffrey.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of have this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to admit
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So Allen's going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Down the right sideline.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one of the...
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. A little whipped cream on top to their